Good afternoon, everybody. We are here at a work session at the Itasca County Courthouse. I'll just kind of run through our agenda. We'll talk about a handful of things that we talked about, and we'll go forward from there. On our consent agenda, John Linder's been working hard. He is our emergency operation person here in Itasca County. He did come up with an emergency operations plan. We authorized it today. Kind of give everybody an idea. That's how thick your emergency operations plan here is in Itasca County. Very detailed. John did a wonderful job at it. We will talk about it a little bit next week at our meeting, but if there is an emergency of whatever kind in Itasca County, it's been pretty much thought out. On our discussion and informational today, we did have a nice update from our MIS department, which would be your technical department. Mr. Gunderson gave us a great update with that. IT, I will just tell you, as all of us probably know in private world, security bugs, keeping 437 devices, that's how many people you have employed right now at the county, keeping all of their machinery working, computers, phones, laptops, all the sheriff's department equipment, your jailed equipment, all of that is a big job. Mr. Gunderson asked us to go to a .gov domain, which that passed, and we're going to go to that. That helps us with grant writing in the future and helps with security too. The other thing is that we're going to go into an agreement to do a security background check, analysis, I should say, of all of our components here in Itasca County, just free of charge. This is through the CISA department, so Cybersecurity Informational Security Agency. They're going to be helping us to make sure all of our devices are up and operational and protected. We did talk about the Swan River Garage. So Karen Grandia from the Transportation Department came and talked to us. And if you all don't know, Swan River Garage is a brand new garage that was built last year. The one in Warba has been sold to the fire department. I got sold to them last year, but on this bond that we're talking about really has something to do more with equipment than the Swan River Garage. The equipment we're talking about is more like, mowers that we cut ditches with, or be it front end loaders or dump trucks. We did have a great update from Jason Anderson. Jason is the head of probation here in Itasca County. We've asked all department heads to come and give us an update. We do have a handful yet to do before the end of the year, but Jason gave an update about our probation. Some of the things that some people might know about our county: we used to have a wood program that we did a lot of splitting of wood for people that needed it, low-income people that burnt wood as part of their deal, and part of the sentence to serve was working in the wood room. That has ended. No one qualified to get out of jail to do that, but two, we needed to have a kiln to be able to sell it because of all the new guidelines through the DNR and in the state of Minnesota. And that was too expensive to pull off or to build. So some things that all the equipment that we had out there. The correctional facility up in Togo has interest in purchasing. We do have a piece of property that they own that we will need to deal with here in the near future. 8 acres there out at the land department. Some interesting statistics that he gave us. I'll just share a few of them. One, Minnesota has the 6th highest rate of people on probation in the U.S. This is 2019 numbers, okay? Our people incarcerated, we are the 5th lowest in the nation. And when it comes to Minnesota spending state general funds on incarceration, we are number 50. We only spend 2.5% of our general fund in the state of Minnesota on it. On average, 6.5% is the normal, but we are number 50, so we spend the least on incarceration, but we don't put that many people in jail at this point in time. It's kind of ironic, though, that the state of Minnesota says we need to have a new jail here in Itasca County. The agreement that we have with the state of Minnesota is that the county will pay 50% of wages and benefits, and the state of Minnesota will pay 50% of their wages and benefits to the people that work in that department. Well, the state of Minnesota has never been more than, well, they're 22% short right now of their obligation. How's that? They pay 28% of the 50%. We're 22% short here, us taxpayers here in Itasca County. We did make it very clear to Jason, and we have had that on that's number 2 in our priority list of dealing with the state of Minnesota this year, of getting our shortfall on that aspect. So with that in mind, I would just tell you more to come about this department and where we're going to end up in the future with that. Then we had a update from the DNR. We got to a point with DNR where we basically demanded them to show up and have an update to us in person about the Canisteo Pit. Canisteo Pit's rising between 5 and 7 feet every year. It's got about 18 months and it's going to free flow, and we're going to have a severe problem. Why we wanted them here was we wanted to hear what the DNR's plan was, what us as a county need to do, and or Arbo Township, City of Beauvais, City of Coleraine, of how to fix this problem. There has been a plan already in place, even back in 2011. The DNR put in some drain tile to help relieve some of the flooding that was happening in Beauvais. People's basements were being flooded. But the situation, it's not relieving the pressure as fast as we need it to relieve the water. We have it's really about 9 feet before it flows over. If you have a normal winter, you will be within a few feet of free flowing. So it is very much, that is our number 1 legislative thing this year, is to find a solution to fix this problem that we have at the Canisteo Pit. Don't get me wrong, Hill Annex, they're on the same water aquifer. They're rising at the same rate. Hill Annex has got more years to go, but you will have the same problem there in the future. So we are forward thinking as fast as we can to try to get some language in front of the House committee down there to have a bond passed to be able to fix this and trench it out to the Prairie River, is how the DNR would like it. Some commissioners have other ideas, but that's the situation we have there going on. We did ask questions about, is there other money out there? Because the Itasca County residents, taxpayers don't have the money to pay or own. This is, the DNR owns all the water in the state of Minnesota. So this is their lake, or pit. It is 5 miles long by a half mile long, so it is over 10 acres. So I would tell you that that would be classified as a lake. Ideas of, can we sell the water to Nevada or California by the train load? State of Minnesota doesn't allow that to happen at this point in time. But if it gets to a point where they can't fix this problem, we will go down to the state and ask that question again and again. Our next meeting is December 14th at 2:30 here in the boardroom. Everybody, have a good night.